Okay, ready to dive into something kind of unexpected?
Hit me.
Laundry detergent. Yeah, laundry detergent.
Bold choice.
But stick with me here because we're talking about sustainable living and specifically how even like our cleaning routine, like the most mundane stuff can impact, the planet.
Right.
So our listeners are probably already like making eco-conscious choices in a lot of areas of their lives. But we're going to see how even just like swapping out your detergent can actually make a difference.
Interesting.
We are looking at marketing material from Amway Home about their SA8 detergent.
Okay.
And one of their claims that really, really jumped out at me was an 88% reduction in plastic use.
Ooh.
So are we really cleaning up the planet one load of laundry at a time? Is that possible?
It's interesting, isn't it? Because something like laundry detergent seems so small, like in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
But I mean, when you multiply, your own use by millions of households, it really starts to add up.
Yeah.
Those choices,
That's a great point. So let's break down like what SAE is doing differently. They talk a lot about an eco-friendly formula, which immediately made me curious.
Yeah.
What's the big deal about the ingredients? What are they using?
Well, they really focus on biodegradable ingredients.
Okay.
So instead of using harsh chemicals that kind of linger in the environment, these are designed to break down naturally.
Okay.
We're talking, plant-derived surfactants, for example.
Okay.
Which, microbes can essentially eat without leaving those harmful residues behind.
Hold on. Surfactants?
Yeah.
I know we've got listeners who are, really deep into this stuff. So So feel free to get a little technical on this.
Yeah.
What are those exactly?
Okay, yeah. So surfactants are basically what give detergent its cleaning power.
Okay.
They reduce that surface tension, allowing water to kind of penetrate the fabrics and lift away all that dirt. And SA8 claims to get this done with the plant-based versions as opposed to, petroleum-based ones, which are much more common.
Right.
And much harder for the environment to process.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But are they actually as effective? I mean, that's always my concern with these eco-friendly options.
Yeah.
Like, am I going to compromise on clean clothes?
That's a valid question.
Yeah.
Because, biodegradable doesn't always mean equal power.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do pay a bit more for these formulas, but in this case, the marketing highlights that SA8 is designed to be just as effective, even in cold water.
Which brings us to their energy-saving cleaning angle.
Right.
They emphasize how washing in cold water with this detergent can save you energy.
Mm.
But for someone who's really trying to reduce their carbon footprint, how much of a difference are we actually talking?
It's significant, actually.
Right on.
Heating the water is like the most energy-intensive part of doing laundry.
Oh.
And switching to cold washes, if you can get the same level of clean, can save you up to like 90% of that energy use per load.
Wow, 90.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Think of it this way. If everyone in the U.S. did just one load a week in cold water, we'd save enough energy to power over 1 million homes for a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that puts it into perspective.
Yeah.
So like those little choices, like even if one person makes it, but then you multiply it.
Exactly.
It's a snowball. It could really snowball. But what about the packaging? That's always been a pet peeve of mine with detergent, just so much plastic.
Yeah.
What's SAE doing about that?
Well, they're boasting an 88% reduction in plastic use with their new recyclable carton for their all-fabric bleach, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Plus, they're using, recycled materials for the scoops as well.
Okay.
So trying to, close the loop on that waste.
88% is a huge number. Though I am curious, like, what are they comparing that to? Yeah. Their old packaging. Like, is that an industry standard? But, either way, even if it's, a marketing tactic, it's pushing things in the right direction.
Absolutely. Absolutely. While we should always scrutinize these claims, reducing plastic is crucial.
Right.
It's not just about landfills. It's about, microplastics entering the food chain,
right.
Harming marine life. The ripple effects are huge.
Okay. So they're eco-friendly on like the ingredient front and the packaging front.
Yeah.
But how does SA8 actually perform? I've definitely had eco detergents in the past that didn't quite, cut it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like didn't get my clothes clean.
Well, their marketing emphasizes that gentle and effective aspect.
Okay.
They claim that it rinses completely, leaving no irritating residues,
Okay.
which is particularly important, for sensitive skin.
Right, yeah.
And they specifically call out that it's compatible with HE machines as well.
Ah, yes. The mysterious HE models.
Yeah.
For those of us who just kind of toss in the detergent and hope for the best, could you quickly explain what those are and why that compatibility matters?
Of course. So high-efficiency HE machines, they use a lot less water.
Okay.
And have these different kind of wash cycles. And if you're using a detergent that's not designed for them, it can lead to oversudsing.
Oh, right.
Which actually hinders the cleaning and can even damage the machine.
Good to know. Good to know. So it sounds like SA8 is kind of covering all the bases. Eco-friendly, energy efficient, and actually gets your clothes clean.
Yeah.
But they also mentioned being gentle on the skin. Mm-hmm. Is there a bigger connection there between those gentler formulas and health?
Definitely. Those harsh chemicals found in some detergents, they can be absorbed, through the skin or even released into the air, potentially causing irritation, allergies, or even more serious health problems in the long run. Yeah. So choosing gentle, plant-based options, it's not just about the environment. It's about, reducing our exposure to those potentially harmful substances.
It's amazing how a simple choice like laundry detergent can connect to so many bigger issues,
Yeah.
From our personal health to the planet's well-being. It sounds like SA8 is trying to address those concerns, at least based on their marketing,
Right. And it raises an interesting question, right?
Yeah.
If we can find these solutions for laundry detergent, like where else can we make these kinds of changes? Mm. What about our food choices, our transportation, the clothes we buy?
Yeah.
There are so many everyday decisions, that have this cumulative impact.
It's like the butterfly effect, right?
Exactly.
Like even the smallest flap of our wings.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up, what's the key takeaway you want listeners to ponder?
I think the biggest takeaway is just the power of awareness. Once you start to understand the impact of your choices, you can make more informed decisions.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be overwhelming.
Right.
Just small, conscious steps towards a more sustainable way of living.
Well said. Well said. So next time you're reaching for that detergent bottle, take a moment to consider what's inside and what kind of impact it's having.
Definitely.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into sustainable cleaning.
Absolutely.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.